A very good afternoon to you. Welcome to Sultan Ismail Petra International Airport. Sitting outside parking stand number 3 with the Malaysian Airlines Boeing 737-800 Dynamite Fox, nicknamed Hantu. To be honest with you, I'm not exactly sure why it's called Hantu. Hantu means ghost in Malay. Okay, there could be a couple of reasons. I wasn't able to find a definitive source searching online. Could be because this aircraft has been in and out of retirement, or rather in and out of storage multiple times. I think it's the only aircraft at the moment in service with MAS to still wear the old livery, which in my opinion is the best cheat line livery that has ever existed. Yeah. So very nice. This is not the actual aircraft operating this sector in real life today. However, it's an opportunity to fly this. Yeah. And I saw that it's still in service. I think it was originally supposed to go to Firefly in 2024, 2023, can't remember, but it's still flying with MAS and don't know how many days left. So yeah, taking the opportunity to fly the aircraft. Okay, very nice livery over here. Really nice. A nice freeway scenery, by the way, by Brandon on flightsim.to of Sultan Ismail Petra International. Lampangan terbang Sultan Ismail Petra. Yeah, I think that's Malay for the airport, the name of the airport. So welcome to the flight deck here. PMDG 737 aircraft all set up, ready to go. The AP has already been started and the bleed is running because let's say no air conditioning. Okay, so let's run through the OFP and get going. Okay, so Sultan Ismail Petra to Kuala Lumpur International Sepang, cost tax 30, ground distance 271, so relatively short flight today. Average wind is going to be an ease, so we have a 5 knot tailwind. Cruising level 240. Okay, the other take 240, 260. We are almost full today. I just checked with expert flyer. There's only one empty seat on the aircraft, a middle seat after the wings. So yeah, 159 pax on board, which is very nice because this the max number of passengers on this aircraft corresponds nicely to the PMDG actual aircraft. Yeah. So flight time of 54 minutes. Likely will be shorter because we won't fly the entire transition for the arrival. Kota Bharu is the alternate. Okay, of course, if that's not permissible, we can always head to Singapore, Penang. A lot of options available for us. Yeah. So Rusbu 1 Alpha departure to Rusbu. Sorry, this is to my bad. This is to Senai. Senai. We're not looking at that. We're looking at this one, of course. Rupos 1 Alpha departure to Rupos, and then Golf 466 to Pulip, then Pulip on Golf Kuala Lumpur 14 left. So Kota Bharu is quite interesting because flown quite a bit over this airport, over the VOR at least, on our way, from Singapore to Kathmandu, Phuket also, but now we actually get to be on the ground and depart out of it. So schedule upload this time 4:05, we're late as usual. Okay, we're trying to get going soon, and estimated scheduled blockade is time 1350 local, time 50 Out of 59 packs, okay, as stated earlier, just one pack's missing, or rather, one empty seat, okay, not missing. Payload is 16.7 tons, zero fuel weight of 59 tons, so relatively on the heavier side today. So routing, everything all looking good here. Let's take a look at we don't need this now. Okay, so let's take a look, scroll down to the weather. So this is the interesting one. So right now 3606 knots. Okay, we'll get the latest weather. Everything has been put in now. So 31 degrees, relatively warm. Okay, Lumpur, this is the interesting one. So tempo from 1 p.m. onwards till 9, 35010, 4000 thunderstorm with rain. So right now it hasn't come in yet. Okay, as you can see here, it still says no zig with variable winds. Okay, but we shall see. Yeah. And afterwards the plan is to operate the sector to Labuan. Yeah, so that will certainly be interesting. Yeah, to see how that goes. Yeah. So no temps, stop bar, blah blah, Bravo 13 close. Okay, that one is towards the end of runway 3. Yeah, those threshold 32 right. So we don't need to worry about that at the moment. Yeah, and let's see here. Okay, so yeah, sequence flashing lights, crane. Okay, yep, no issues here. Not sure what red lights on alternately, or you know, the runway something. This, yeah. To be honest, I'm not sure. The last one is definitely lighter. Not sure this red light. Probably not, because probably means something. That's fine. So everything all good lah. Yeah, with the destination / alternate. Okay, looks like there are no NOTAMs for yeah, Kota Bharu. Yeah, so all looking good. Weather-wise, if you take a look down here, yeah, so occasional CB up to 490 lah. So definitely we'll stay clear. Try to stay clear of the weather radar on the arrival. Expect some bad weather lah. Okay, so we'll try to keep ourselves clear of that. Okay, so let's take a look now at the routing itself. Okay, we are departing. Rather, we are pushing back. Okay, we are clicking at parking stand 3. This is not the real aircraft position. Okay, because from what I can tell, they were parking stand 6, but I don't see a parking stand 6. In real life, this airport is undergoing quite a bit of construction, and I wasn't able to find out what actually parking stand 6 is. So yeah, that's fine. Yeah, this is just 1, 2, and 3. So we're parking stand 3 at the moment. We'll push back. We'll definitely need a full length today. So what we're going to do is we're going to backtrack runway 10. So we'll push back, approved, to face west on taxi on this apron over here. I think it's taxiway Alpha 1. Yeah, that's what it's called, right? Yeah, so according to the chart, does say so. So taxiway Alpha 1, taxiway Alpha, and then backtrack runway 10, full line departure. All aircraft not willing to make locked wheel turn on the runway. Sure, no problem. We won't be doing that. Kite flying around airfield, taxiway Charlie for blah blah blah. Okay, so yeah, no issues there lah. I mean, there's no, we have that sim, you know. Yeah, so it's not really something to be aware of. And then runway 10, full length departure on the Rupos 1 Alpha departure. So Rupos 1 Alpha departure. Let's take a look at the plan page here. Legs page. So initially climb up to 1000 feet and then start the right turn. Climb gradient 5.7%. And okay. So actually we got quite a couple of restrictions. So tell you what, we will fly NADP 1 instead today. Yeah, I was planning to do NADP 2. Let's do NADP 1. So well, should we take off? Change here to 3000 for the acceleration. Yeah. And engine out can change to 1005. Okay, so 1000 feet. Okay, and then right turn direct to Limbo. Okay, 250 knots maximum and above 5000 feet. Then to Emperor above 8500 feet, and then to Rupos above 1000 feet. And then to straight away to the rival already. Yeah, because it's very short. Yeah, it's going to be to Pulip. We fly the transition. Pulip. This is the Pulip 1 Golf arrival. Okay, we won't fly the whole thing. There's no reason to fly the whole thing. Yeah. So fixed pages we actually haven't put in there, but let's put it in now. So there are two radios. This is above. This is with reference to Victor Kilo Bravo VOR. We should have radio 360 and 090 drawn out. Yes. Yep, 360 and 090 drawn out, and distance 25 miles. Oops, not there. 90 and okay, we're gonna put in 090 right. Yeah, so 090 25 for the distance down here. Okay, so that marks out the distance. Yeah, so within this segment over here, the MSA is 1005. Within this segment over here, We'll trade it as 5,005. Actually, you know what? We'll draw another one, 320. Yeah, so that will be 140. Yeah, so actually just put in 140 here. There you go. Okay. So radio 140 down here, 90 and 360. Yeah. So within this segment here is 35. Within this segment here is 15, and within this segment is 55 due to terrain, okay, to the south of the south and the east of the airport. So definitely need to be quite aware of that. Engine failure is straightforward. Heading select, runway heading 100, climbing out to 3,500 or just climb to 4,000 feet. Okay. If we altitude constraint, rest we don't climb well, just turn left. Okay. As long as we're in this segment here, we can climb up to 2,000. We'll be safe. So rejected takeoff procedure below 80 knots reject for any master caution or abnormalities. Above 80 knots reject only for engine failure, engine fire, aircraft unsafe, unable to fly. Wind shear. I will call stop. I'll disconnect auto throttle, close the throttles, manually raise speed brake lever, apply max reverse and max manual braking. You'll verify auto throttle disconnect. You'll verify speed brake up, and you'll verify reverser is maximum. You'll verify max manual braking or operation of anti-auto brakes. You'll call 100 knots, 80 knots, 60 knots. I will stop the aircraft on the runway, set flap 40, and you inform air traffic control of our rejected takeoff, and we will run the checklist, take it from there. So immediate return has okay, we're going to do it straightforward. It's going to be right-hand circuit left-hand circuit for the ILS approach runway 10 okay. Courses have been set already. 109.3 over here. Kota Bharu VOR 112.3 has been tuned as well. Victor Kilo Bharu. Minimums category Delta today, since flap 40 we are above the 140 speed okay. You can see here VREF 40 is 141, so we'll take it as category Delta 350. Okay, for the decision altitudes for the ILS approach. Okay, but I've seen no issues. Today very good weather. Yeah. Alright, push back, taxi out, sit, EO sit. Ready to take off, immediate return has all been discussed. Ready to go. And okay. So yeah, NADP 1 departure. Just to reiterate, APU is now on the bus. Okay, fasten belts on already. It's APU gen. Temps looking good, maybe even cooler actually. Yeah, maybe even cooler. Okay, because it's a very warm day. And alright, we can prepare to get going. So, pre-flight checklist. Pre-flight checklist, oxygen test 100%, navigation transfer display switches. We have normal auto, window heat on, pressurization mode selector, auto set for level 240, flight instruments, heading 012, 012, QNH 1011 set once, twice, 3 times. And the indicating altimeters 20 feet once, twice, 3 times. Set parking brake set, engine start levers, cut off, pre-flight checklist complete. Rest, I forgot to discuss the performance for the takeoff, so let's do that. So Sultan Ismail Petra, runway 10, full length, 2,400 meters, takeoff distance available. Takeoff run available, and NTI is off, air conditioning on, so our packs will be in auto. Okay, 65 tons for takeoff, 3606 knots, 1011. Let's get latest weather. Okay, this is the latest weather. And when calculated, okay, acceleration, we'll keep it at 3000, but that's fine, won't be affecting the flap 5, 26k, giving us 94.6% and 1 sec temperature 49. Trim setting 5.13. So there you go, that has all been set up. Flap 5, 26k, 94.6 and 5.13. 384045 are our V speeds, which in 1 knot of the operational performance 2, above performance 2. Yeah. So all looking good. Okay, let's do the passenger brief and then we can do a brief start checklist. Ladies and gentlemen, very good evening. Welcome aboard. Rather good afternoon to you. Welcome aboard Malaysian Airlines Flight 7321. Service from Kota Bharu to back to Kuala Lumpur. Flight time today expected to be about 45 minutes, cruising at 24,000 feet. For departure, we'll be climbing out towards the west and then making correction towards the east and then making a right-hand turn, tracking southwest towards Kuala Lumpur. over Peninsular Malaysia, and arriving depending on the weather conditions either from the north or the south. So at the moment, Kuala Lumpur is forecast to have thunderstorms for arrival. We will keep you updated on the latest status before we start our descent into Kuala Lumpur. But we do advise you to keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated, and because there may be unexpected turbulence en route. Thank you very much for your attention, and we wish you a pleasant flight. Speak to you shortly before descent. Alright, so let's run the before start checklist.
Cockpit to ground.
Alright, before start checklist, CFP, airplane mode, papers, logbooks on board. Doors closed, the flight deck door is locked. Fuel, we've got 6 tons on board. Oh yes, yeah, should have done that. So, okay, yeah. Okay, looks good. So fuel, we got 6 tons on board. Okay, minimum required according to the flight plan is how many kilograms? Minimum required 5. Block fuel 5965. So yeah, should be fine. Okay, in real life I think they probably tanker. Yeah. Okay, have we got fuel pumps 4 on, crossfeed is closed, passenger signs
The
on,
parking brakes are
windows
set. You may lift.
Locked. MCP V2 145 heading 100, altitude 6,000 feet. I think this is their initial clearance. To be honest, I'm not too sure.
Standing by for pushback.
Takeoff speeds V1 138, VR 140, V2 145, checked and set. CD pre-flight complete, rudder aileron trim is free at 0. Taxi takeoff briefing complete and holding an anti-collision. So how's the area behind the aircraft? Looks clear, excellent, yeah. Alright, let's start the pushback now.
Cockpit to ground.
So anti-collision light on, before start checklist complete, and yeah, we have system
cleared for
system
start
and
and
B
push.
pumps all on.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please
Okay,
release parking
let's
brake.
announce on the frequency here. Kota Bharu traffic, Malaysian 7321, pushback, parking stand 3 to face east, correction, face west on Alpha 1, Kota Bharu traffic.
Parking brakes are released.
Brakes released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
Alright,
It will
off
start in the
time
sequence.
14, there is a 29-minute delay. That's fine, yeah, so we'll be slightly late for the sector to lap 1. Which is, yeah, it's fine, okay, it's not really a too major of an issue. So let's say we're already been cleared to start engines. Okay, start sequence will be 2 then 1. Actually should be ignition right, since they will have used left on the first sector. So start number 2. And 2. All pressure. And 1. Air conditioning likely one of the packs, but we have fuel flow, EGT, zone temp associated. Yeah, because very high temp today lah. In fact, yeah, all probe heats are on, but sometimes when window heat, sometimes when it's
Okay,
even
pushback
warmer than that,
completed.
yeah, sometimes it's not even on.
Please set your parking brake.
Ground. You may disconnect.
Parking brake set, starter
Okay,
cutouts,
sir.
monitoring
Cleared to
2,
disconnect.
2 stable, starting 1. And 2. All pressure. And 1. And we should use the call sign mnemonic here today also. Be one of the great things about the NG. I mean, okay, the max the call signs up there lah. Yeah. And don't forget to introduce fuel, of course. Fuel flow, EGT. Okay, I think the QNH just changed actually. Yeah, now it's 1010, 350 degrees, 8 knots. So we will have a slight, actually a slight tailwind now here, but it's not really a problem. Starter cutout monitoring 2, okay, 2 stable, or rather monitoring 1 stable. Let's reset the QNH first before we forget. Once, twice, and 3 times, and after start flows. Alright, zone temp, resets, there you go. Alright, flight controls, full up, full down, neutral, full left, full right, neutral, rudder, full left, full right, neutral. Flight control checks completed. Excellent. Alright, before taxi checklist. Generators on, probe heat on, anti-ice off, hydraulic system switches on, isolation valve, auto, engine start switches, continuous, recall, check, auto brake, RTO, engine start levers, idle T10, flight controls, check. Transponder, we should have the reporting off now. And ground equipment, we have left side clear, right side clear as well. Excellent. Okay, so 350, that means we actually have a slight tailwind now, so it's 20 degrees off to our left. Yeah, but it's not really an issue. Alright, brakes released, config checked, and we can get going. Kota Bharu traffic, Malaysian 7321 taxi, holding point runway 10 for backtrack via Alpha 1 Alpha, Kota Bharu traffic. So it's this one on our left over here, enter the runway. Okay, runway 10. Alright, to the right we have which is the approach side with clear, departure side have it clear as well. Excellent. Alright, entering runway. Kota Bharu traffic, Malaysian 7321, enter runway 10 for backtrack via Alpha, Kota Bharu traffic. Alright. So before takeoff checklist, down to the line is flaps 5 green lights, and then below the line we have position lights, strobe, transponder TARA for takeoff checklist complete. A bit of thrust here. We take about 15 knots up. Yeah, we have 3 minutes up already. And we can arm the auto throttle as well. So some airlines do it at the gate. Yeah. No, SI does it at the gate. Some they do it on entering the runway. Ryanair sets the MCP and auto throttle when on the runway, which is quite interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure the exact reason why, but yeah, that's just how they do it. Okay, so let's prepare the backtrack here. We'll backtrack to the left lah. Okay, this is not ideal, of course. Don't actually know where we are at the moment. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't happen on our takeoff roll, because that would be quite annoying. So before takeoff checklist is complete, we are actually fully ready to go. Okay, very good. The Bharu traffic Malaysian 7321, takeoff runway 10 on the route post 1 for departure, Kota Bharu. So stabilized and take off. So thrust set. Checked.
V1, rotate. Positive brake.
You're up, LNAV. VNAV speed. $1,000. At 1. Okay, passing 3000. Now acceleration. Flaps 1. And flaps up. Okay, command. Command. Okay, my bad, yeah. I went flaps 2 instead. So 2000 to go, let's say climb level 240 is the instruction by traffic control, which is our final cruising level. So after takeoff checklist, landing gear up and off, flaps up, no lights. After takeoff checklist complete, okay? Yeah, this one is all set. Okay, excellent. Wonderful. Match heading. So climbing nicely out of Kota Bharu. Very nice here. So now left out here on South China Sea. Very nice. Yeah, actually really nice here, I would say. Kota Bharu, I believe, is in the... What state is it in? Let me quickly check now. Kota Bharu is in the state of Kelantan. Kelantan, yes. Aircraft climbing nicely out. Fox, Hantu. Very nice. Okay, looks like we're 10,000 already. So 10,000 accelerating. Weather up ahead looks relatively clear, so we'll go ahead and release the crew. So very nice performance in the NG. 4 minutes already uphill. And shading. Increase the range rings. Let's say being cleared by traffic control straight away to put it. So LNAV. 1000 extended. Once, twice, and 3 times. Standard set passing flight level 116 now. Checked. Fixed rings. Go ahead and delete them. Shading. Okay, further increase the range rings actually. On this one, this one. So there you go, that's pulling very short distance away. Passing 130, we can go weather radar on this side as well. Okay, it's going to be relatively uneventful. It's a very short cruise anyway. So we will see you for the arrival and descent to Kuala Lumpur. currently on descent passing. Well, we're quite low already actually. 5,400 feet. Okay, we have Warlock and we're about to capture the Echo Lima, which is the let's approach 14 left to Warlock. Okay, so actually let's start the speed brake. Let's make the restrictions of road bar. We're gonna be 185 knots. Okay. So to do that, let's continue to slow down. Shading 14 6. MSFS speed on acquire. Okay, you can get rid of sunshades also over here. So no thunderstorms at the moment. Yeah, it's just visibility is a bit on the lower side, but so far no thunderstorms or anything. That's one. Hold. And let's say we've been, we have been cleared the approach and everything ready. So once we're in the Echo Lima, ident 300, auto brake 3 flap 13 landing. After landing, expected routing that we're going to be taking is actually fairly straightforward. We Alpha 6 hopefully, okay. Then after that, followed by Bravo 7, Bravo 8 to bait Bravo 5. That's where the actual aircraft is going for the next sector, so no correction. Exit Alpha 6, then after that Bravo 6, Tango 1, Tango 1, 2. Yeah, that's what we want to do. Okay, flap 5, and then we can prepare to capture localizer already. Put traffic relation 7321, establish the localizer ILS approach runway 14 left, currently 16 miles to touchdown. Traffic. Okay, approach. Let's look up. Misapproach altitude is going to be okay. Let's take a look at misapproach procedure. So it's fairly straightforward. Misapproach climb to 5,500 feet on track 146 to Victor Kilo Lima B1, and turn left outbound Victor Kilo Lima radio 116 until 11 miles Victor Kilo Lima. Before turn left to Igori and was by ATC. Max to 1 surrounding crossing 11 miles Victor Kilo Lima. So Victor Kilo Lima 11 miles. Okay, the ones that are below Igori 5,500 and above. Yeah, and the holding glide slope. Igori is inbound course 224 right-hand turns, which is what we have here. Yep, at time 1 minute. Yeah. So misapproach altitude 55 set. Okay, nicely descending, flap 5 speed. Okay, and yeah, all looking good. Waiting for 5 knots, then we get down flap 15 landing checklist. So cabin crew has already been advised and seated for landing. Sending in quite nicely now. Everything all looking good.
The traffic center is 719 to moving point Charlie 1 runway 1 right. Right side of taxi route.
Okay, he's 14 right now, so absolutely no issues there. Yeah. Yeah, visibility is not the best, but that's fine. Yeah, actually, it's quite running quite. This is kind of how it looks like. Okay, yeah. Latest weather. What is the latest weather? Okay, of course, that should be there. Should be auto brake 3, flap 30. And we're 62.7 tons of landing weights. Yeah. Reversal, yeah, we can put no credit. Okay, 1009 now, QNH. Okay, let's reset that actually. 1009. So coming in nicely, okay. Pitch and power is very nice, Idle, pretty much idle thrust, and flap 5 is heading on the glide path, yeah, 3-degree glide path. Okay, looking good. Looking good.
$2,500.
Checked. Still no side of the runway yet at the moment, which is fine. It's not a major issue. Okay, so prop page, please. You can see headwind 4 knots and crosswind 6 knots, yeah. 5, 10, looking good. Alright, 5 miles, gear down, lap 15. Start the switches, speed brake, and lap 30. 50 is what we're looking for. Landing checklist. Engine start switches, continuous, speed brake, up green light, landing gear, down 3 green flaps, 30 grade landing checklist complete. Alright, all set, and let's say we start our landing clearance. Traffic station 7321, final runway 14 left. Traffic. Okay, set these down to 10.
1,000.
Checked, stabilized, and disconnect. Approach lights. This is just wonderful, isn't it?
$500.
500 checked.
400. Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
$100.
Tempo 107 is departing on a
50.
right, service to 1 for
30.
departure.
20. 10.
Speed brake up. Further normal. Knots. Manual braking. Okay. Stop the timing here. Right. Store the reversers. We want to make the immediate right turn here on 2 Tango 1. Put traffic relation 732 run, runway 14 left vacated taxi, Bravo 6 Tango 1 Tango 12, parking stand Delta, correction Bravo 5, local traffic. Okay. Lights. Trim. Right directors, so it's a cool trigger. Press Turn off the right flight director, you press level change. No, turn off the right flight director. Why doesn't it? No, one flight director on. There we go, level change. Sets back to 100, yeah. Set to 5-1. 5-1. With the radar, transponder. Entering bay area, lights come off. Set barrel mains, donate VSD as well. Checklist.
Local traffic sample 107, clear runway 14 right, final call, Wilbur traffic.
Okay, entering Tango 12 now. So Bravo 5 is the second bay from the innermost one. Okay, you can start APU. Bravo 5. Lights off. Stop. So parking brake set, and APU should come alive right now. So 2 blue, 1 red, 3 with its engine state. Cabin crew, doors to disarm and cross check. With the APU plate, they should have ground for us. Okay, 1 and 2 below 20%. Anti-collision off. Transponder 2000 standby. Shutdown checklist. So, shutdown checklist. Fuel pumps. Off, 1 on for the APU. Passenger signs off. Propit is off. Hydraulic panel is set. Anti-collision light is off. And flaps are up, no lights, engine start, levers, idle detent. Sorry. Parking brake is set, engine start, levers cut off, not idle detent, and weather radar is off. Shutdown checklist complete. Excellent. Yeah, so that was quite a nice sector, if I say so myself. Okay, quite nicely, everything all done. Pretty nice, pretty enjoyable. We are a bit high. I mean, you didn't get to see this, but we are a bit high on the approach, yeah, because I had to go away for something, and then when we came back, yeah, we were on the slightly higher side, so I had to use a bit of speed brake coming in down. But yeah, otherwise, no issues there, and yeah, all looking good. So chocks, request, and release the brakes, please, to help the brake cooling. System page here, and we can get ourselves some loaders, yeah. Fuel truck can come in, and the laboratory can come in as well. 1.4, 1.5, yeah, no issues lah, yeah. Right, yep. So we will see you for the next sector from to Labuan. Yeah, that's next sector, off to Labuan already.